Hyde Park, 1969. This show was both a funeral and a rebirth. It was held just 2 days after the death of founding member Brian Jones, and it was also the public debut of their new guitarist, Mick Taylor. A somber end to one era, and the beginning of another. Daltrey and Townsend at Madison Square Garden, 1974. The Quadrophenia Tour was a famous technical nightmare that often drove Pete Townsend mad. But out of that chaos came pure rock power, fueled by the explosive and often violent chemistry between these two legends. This sea of humanity. This is Woodstock, 1969. What began as a logistical disaster became the defining moment of a generation. The fences came down, the music played on, and for 3 chaotic days, this muddy field in upstate New York became the center of the universe. Simon and Garfunkel, on their massive 1982 reunion tour. From the stage, it looked like a triumph. They were playing to huge crowds and the magic was back. But behind the scenes, the old tensions were boiling. They were simultaneously recording a new comeback album, but the fighting was so bad, Paul Simon eventually just erased all of Garfunkel's vocals from the tapes and released it as his own solo album. This tour ended the reunion for good. If you love this music as much as we do, and believe these stories deserve to be told, then please subscribe. We're trying to reach our first 1,000 subscribers to keep the real spirit of rock alive. We'd be honored to have you. Thank you. Now, let's get back to the archive. And make sure you stick around, because as always, I've saved the best stories for last. 1984, the year of Rebel Yell, and the year of Billy Idol. He perfectly packaged punk attitude for the new MTV generation. But his secret weapon was guitarist Steve Stevens, whose arena rock firepower turned Idol's sneer into a global phenomenon. This is one of Led Zeppelin's very first photo shoots, from 1968. They had just formed to fulfill a tour obligation for the Yardbirds. This photo captures the 4 men, who, in just a matter of months, would change the entire landscape of rock music forever. Backstage in New York, 1964. At the absolute height of Beatlemania, this was the band's reality. No grand entrances, just hurried walks through underground tunnels and service corridors, all to avoid being mobbed. This was the quiet chaos, right before the screaming began. Pearl Jam, live in 1993. They were one of the biggest bands in the world, and they absolutely hated it. Their legendary, furious live shows became their primary weapon in a full-scale war against the corporate music industry and Ticketmaster. Pink Floyd in 1967, at the height of their psychedelic power under Syd Barrett's leadership. This photo captures the brilliant, fragile genius who created their otherworldly sound, just as his star was beginning to tragically and quickly burn out. Los Angeles, 1977. This photo captures the absolute summit of 70s rock, Glenn Frey and Elton John. The Eagles had just released Hotel California, making them and Elton the undisputed kings of the charts. This was just a casual night out for true rock and roll royalty.